I'm going to say something real controversial, and I'll hold your hand through it. You ready? Okay. You don't have to go through a funeral home. Listen, I know it sounds really out there, but home funerals are a common practice in many cultures all around the world. It's only in the United States that it's common practice that we go to a funeral home. So let me tell you about the history, and if this is something that interests you, what you can do next. So since the dawn of time, we have been practicing funerals because people have been dying since the dawn of time. However, the funeral industry as we know it really amped up in the late 1800s, early 1900s. The reason for this is because we had a civil war and we wanted to bring our soldiers home in a recognizable state. So enter embalming. And because we don't talk about death and dying as often as we used to, this became common practice. So if you want to do a home funeral, there's a lot of things to keep in mind, and it's really helpful to have someone walk alongside you to hold your hand through the process. And it's super, super important to have these conversations now and plan for it so that at the end, the people are not surprised. Because there's nothing worse than surprising this on your loved ones and they're not prepared for it. Oh, and should I mention, I'm a death doula. That's why I'm so passionate about this. You're probably like, who's this lady on my FYP talking about home funeral? Now, just because someone's a death doula does not mean that they're into this sort of practice. Okay, I am just really, I love it. I'm passionate about it. So I know a lot about it, and that this is an option out there. And chances are you have a death doula in your area that is well versed in it too, but if you can't find one, let me know. I'd be more than happy to talk. Anyway, back to home funerals. So there are a couple things that you want to keep in mind when planning for a home funeral. One of those things is obviously preparation of your loved one. Now, you have up to 24 hours before they go to their next leg of their journey. So keeping that in mind, death is not a medical emergency, so you don't have to call someone right away, but you do have to, within 24 hours in most states, go to the next part of the journey. So the next part of the journey might look like a green burial or the crematorium. But how do you get them there? Well, lucky for you, there are transportation companies who are licensed to transport your loved one to their next leg of their journey. Now, there's obviously a lot of steps from the time that you decide that you would like to have a home funeral all the way to the end of the journey with your loved one, or yourself, if this is what you're planning for yourself. So it's best to talk about it now. All right, and I'm here to support you. If you have any questions, let me know. All right, lots of love. Bye.